I'm going to do something a little different today. It's a little bit of a difficult topic for me, but it's something I wanted to tackle after seeing Michelle Phan's video on being yourself, and I saw that video and I thought it was very inspiring. So I thought I would tell my story. Now, I find it quite difficult sometimes when I'm talking. I can really go off on a tangent and I can start waffling, and I feel like sometimes I lose the point. I put my feelings down on paper and I wanted to read them for you, and if they help somebody, that's great. But I think it'll help you understand a little bit about me as well, because I am a confident person and I do dress different to other people. A lot of people tell me that. I've always dressed different to everybody else. That's just me. It's my expression of my creativity and my expression of who I am. And I just want to talk about it, I guess. So I'll read it and then maybe it'll help you understand a little bit better, because I felt like it came out better in words. But I'm a writer. I love writing. That's a video that I'm going to do in the future. I don't know if anybody would really be interested in hearing about my writing, but writing is something that I'm very passionate about. So putting things down in words is something of a strength for me, and it's something that has always helped me get feelings out by putting them onto paper and just dealing with them a little bit better, I guess, sometimes, if that kind of makes sense. So I'm going to read. We all know how we want to dress, look, act, and what we want to do with our lives. But sometimes we instead choose a path to please those around us. We alter who we are, what we wear, and what we do to please others. It takes a strong person to rise above that, but even a strong person finds it hard sometimes and sheds a tear behind closed doors. This is my story. From the time I could start picking what I wanted to wear, I knew I was different. Not in that I chose blue while all the other girls in my class wore pink, but in what I wanted to wear and what inspired me. When I was 13, and in love with early 80s Madonna, I blame my mum for that. She did get me a book about her and I just loved Madonna the early years, much better than any of the fads Madonna followed fashion-wise later on in her career. I put together what I remember being my first out there outfit. I remember girls my age laughing and giggling behind their hands as they passed me. Looking in a shop window, I saw their reflections. The true ugliness of their faces contorted with disdain and hate. This didn't faze me, they just didn't understand. I stood there in my black ankle boots, lace-trimmed black leggings, long black jumper, lace fingerless gloves and a large lace bow in my hair, adorned with crosses in my ears and round my neck, and 50 or more skinny metal and black rubber bracelets on my arm. I loved it. I wondered what was wrong with them. Not me. There they were in matching tracksuits, just differing that one was bright pink, the other one more candy-toned. I didn't laugh at them. You wouldn't catch me dead in their outfits, but the difference with me is that though I didn't like their outfits, I would never laugh at them for the choice they made when confronted with their wardrobes that morning. Each to their own. And as I was taught, if you have nothing nice to say, say nothing at all. From then on, my decisions were different to everyone else. I was inspired by musicians, even male ones. I bought a Michael Jackson book with my pocket money one day and added something new to my accessory box, a black trilby. It was a little large and pricey at £14 from Sainsbury's at the time, but it was black with red lining and I wore it everywhere. I loved it. As time passed, the hat, the crosses, the bangles, they all stayed, and I was developing a style that was me, not a look from the page of a book or a magazine. One that was uniquely me. I'm not saying all my fashion choices were the best. My oversized denim dungarees and baseball t-shirts, not my high point. But my over-the-knee black socks were. I still wear them today and love them. I recall my dad being horrified to go out with me that day. I was the only one in the galleries shopping centre wearing them. And boy did I cause a stir in my white baggy tee, denim shorts, over-the-knee black socks and Dr. Martens shoes. I felt confident. The looks, good or bad, never bothered me. Why should they? I was being me. But this brings us full circle to what has always been the real problem with being different. My parents. They have never understood me, got me, or liked what I wear. I rarely have heard that thing us ladies love to hear, you look lovely. But that is the price I've paid for being me. This has not been an easy path. If you think being strong enough to dress how I want to, in things most others wouldn't dare to wear, though some would love to, means I'm strong. You're right. You're also wrong. I don't care what people think. If I like what I see in the mirror before I leave the house, then I'm confident enough to ignore the stares and the whispers. It's not nice, I don't like it, but I accept it. It comes with the territory. Being unafraid to experiment with fashion is part of who I am, and that is a side effect. But hearing negative things from those you love and not having their support is hard, It has made me cry on many an occasion, including Christmas Day 2013. Unbelievable that as a grown-up I still go through that my parents still talk to me like the gothic Madonna wannabe I was at 13. I wish they would practice what they preach, so to speak. Nothing nice to say. Say nothing at all. My dad hates my hair, dislikes my tattoo, and detests my dress sense. Whenever I go out with them or to an event they will be at, he tells me to dress sensibly. But this is sensible to me. I've never worn the trends and looked like anyone else. I spent college in short flowery skirts, Dr. Martin boots and men's blazers from charity shops. Don't get me wrong, I wear the trends, but I mix and match it with other pieces that make it me. And I never show boobs and legs at the same time. My dad hates me showing my curves, even though I'm proud of them, or try to be, when I am heavier than I wish I was. I struggle that I can't wear all I want to because I'm too heavy, and to be torn down when I feel uncomfy already is brutal and breaks my spirit, even though I don't show it. When I show my legs I hear, "What have you got on?" "Clothes, Dad," is my usual reply. "Oh, where are your clothes?" I don't like his Jesus sandals, but I've never said so. And anyway, I love my legs. The disapproving looks, the comments, and "you look terrible" or "disgusting," or whatever word they choose, it's hard. Always has been, always will be. When my mum heard Alec was 15 years older than me, her excitement was barely contained. She said, "Well, now you have an older man, you will need to dress more sensible. He won't like you dressing like that." Yeah, thanks, Mum. To her disappointment, Alec isn't a sensible older man. He's different too. The people who support me are Alec and Tony. They love how I dress, that I am me. I am who I want to be, and I support them in all that they are too. We are, as a family, quite different, quite unique. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that being me, being different, well, it's not easy. It makes me very sad that every time I see my parents they tell me how bad I look. Don't get me wrong, they love me, support me, do things for me, but I've never felt they accept me. They are so straight and reserved, and me, well, I'm so not. It takes a lot to be me and deal with that. But here I am. Not sure what I'm saying except that you get one life, it's yours to live. I'm me even though the people I love hurt me for it. It's a hard choice, but I'd rather be me than hide who I am and pretend to be something I'm not. Lady Gaga couldn't say how I feel any better than in her song Hair. I've linked the lyric version in the info bar down below. My hair has been the last straw for them. They hate it, but I love it. It's me. I love the song, not just because of my hair, but because I just want my parents to love me for who I want to be. I know that will never happen now, and I finally, all these years later, learned to accept it, but I'll never like it. It will always hurt. But here I am. I'm me. I'm being who I want to be. Don't let anyone discourage you from being the you that you want to be. That article, call it an article, I was going to just put it as a blog post. It felt good to write it. I got emotional about writing it. I'm not saying I don't love my parents. Of course I love my parents, and you know, they've been amazingly supportive and helped me so much. But I don't love how they make me feel about me and the choices I make. I don't feel I ever dress in a way that is provocative or, you know, I want to say it slutty in a way. I don't like have all my boobs hanging out and, you know, shorts right up my bum and everything hanging out. I mean, I wouldn't dare in the size I am at the moment. But why should you not wear a miniskirt when you're a size 16 because you like your legs? Why can't you just... I find it very difficult that they've never accepted how I express my creativity. At 18 I had a curfew of 10:30 at 18 and I wasn't allowed to date certain boys, and I just had a huge problem growing up in a way. And I always felt that, and I'm so not this with Tony, it's so important to me that I'm the cool mum, but it's not because I want to be the cool mum, it's because I want her to have a different bringing up than I did. I just had... Right, okay, so what I'm going to say is that I was brought up really well, and I've always made sensible decisions, and that's me, and that's who I am. But I always felt like by the rules and the guidelines and the curfews that were put on me, it was like they didn't trust the person that I was. I think that's the major problem. I'm getting emotional about it. It's difficult to let go of your child, and when Tony comes to going out and going out drinking with her friends. Yes, it's going to be difficult. We all have that to go through as parents. But I'm going to let her do it because I know that Tony will make sensible decisions. She is a sensible person and I trust who she is as a person. I trust that she will make the right decisions. I trust that she won't go and do stupid things. And I never had that trust, but I was that good person. And I've always been good. I've never, you know, I never didn't go to school. I never just like thought, oh, I pretend to go to school and spend the whole day in a park. I'm not saying that makes you a bad person, but it's something I never did. I was always a good girl. I got good grades. I always studied well. I came home, I went upstairs, I did my homework straight away. I stayed in every night. I didn't go out with my friends, but that was a choice. I didn't want to go and walk the streets. I was a real reader. I love to read and write and sit in my room, and I am that kind of person. You either are the active person who wants to be out and about, or you are the person who's quite happy to just sit with a notebook like this and a pen. And that's just, you know, what is wrong with that? Why can't we accept that everybody's different? And it kind of annoys me in a way. I was once talking to somebody at work, a man, and we were talking about going out, and he was talking about, oh, I'm going out and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna get bladdered and I'm gonna get really drunk and it's gonna be great and I'm gonna do this and that. And he said, are you going out? And I said, no, I'll be spending the night with my daughter. Oh, that's boring. Not to me, it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's my choice, and I don't look down on his choice. I didn't say to him, well, I don't drink. I think that's disgusting. What a waste of money. I don't actually think that. I just think that each to their own. And I think that you should allow people to live their own lives and make their own decisions and support them for it. Why do you have to be down on people? I really don't agree with it. I just think that we should all live and let live and love people for who they are and the choices they make. Anyway, I told him that I didn't drink. I don't drink. Oh, you're really boring. Why am I really boring? You wouldn't think that I was really boring if you'd seen me on New Year's Eve. I used to go to Alex's pub when he owned the pub, and I would actually help on the night time, so I'd serve people, clear tables, all that kind of thing. So I actually worked. I did it for free. I didn't want to be paid. I just was helping him out. And I would be one of the first people on a table dancing with the drunk barmaids. I had so much fun. It was great. And a couple of years in a row, I was always on the table dancing. I just, wow. I don't need a drink. I'd had a Coke. That's not to say, oh, it's horrible if you need a drink to have fun, or you should not drink. I don't mind. You know, there were the people around me drinking and having a great time, and I was right there with them. I didn't need a drink to be like that, but I didn't really like the taste, and you know what I mean? I've only been drunk once. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I didn't think anything of it really. I did it and I thought, well, I've done it. I didn't really bother about doing it again, but I didn't have a headache or a hangover or anything like that. It was fine, but I just feel like, and we should all feel free to be who we want to be. I guess it is easier when you're older and you don't live with your parents anymore to be that independent person, because it's not in your face every time and they're not on top of you. But it is difficult when somebody you love is constantly saying to you how terrible you look, how horrible, put some clothes on, that's disgusting, what are you wearing that for, you look like a tramp. They're hard things to hear, because what we wear is who we are. We don't wear something just because, oh well, that is what that person's wearing, I'm going to wear it. We wear things because we like them. We like them enough that we bought them. We like how we look in them. We don't buy things that we look horrible in. We don't buy things that everybody wear, and even though they don't suit us, we buy things that we like. And for me, clothes are my creativity, because I'm a very creative person, and that's the way I am, and makeup's something of that as well. So I just think that sometimes it can be very difficult, and I've only just learned to accept it now, even though I had a huge meltdown about it at Christmas. I had a terrible Christmas day because of the dress I had on. Even though I got compliments of everybody else. Bizarre. But just be you. Just be who you want to be. If you like what you see in the mirror, and you like what you're doing and the choices you are making, then do it. You get one life. You were given that life, but the person who gave you that life has no reason or right to control it, because you are you. And I really believe that, and I think that you should make the decisions that you want to. You should dress how you want to, and that's what life is for. It's for living. So that's what this sort of rambly video has been about. And that's it. I'm going to leave it there because I could just waffle on forever. But I hope you've enjoyed this different kind of video. I guess it's kind of putting a little bit of me out there. A little bit. Because sometimes you see somebody being really confident and you see that exterior, but you don't really realise what's going on inside. Sometimes. And it's hard. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. I'm going to love and leave you and see you all soon. Bye. You come to see Mummy? Yes, Mummy's upset, yes. Good girl. So precious. You're a beauty. Oh, nice girl. Oh, you're so kissy. Now you're going to kiss my lipstick off. I don't want you getting that in your mouth. Good girl.